Hey everybody, welcome back to our Look for the Helper series where we'll keep you informed and inspired while schools remain closed. My name is Steve Sofronis, Community Marketing Manager here at Elevation Education. And before we get started today, I really wanted to thank everyone who has emailed me and other members of the Elevation team to let us know how you're using the resources we're providing, to provide feedback to us, or just to say hello. Either way, when you reach out, it really means a lot. So that being said, feel free to email me anytime at the address you see below. And as always, if you'd like to share your story and become even more involved, go to bit.ly/ELLhelper. That link is in the top right-hand corner. It will take you to a very short form to fill out, and we'll share your story on the Highest Aspirations podcast and on this series as well. Finally, you can subscribe to updates here on our channel so you'll be the first to know when we release new resources. So today is Wednesday, April 8th, and I want to highlight our podcast interview with a gentleman by the name of Hugo Cancel, who is a paraprofessional at Spring Lake Elementary School in Florida. He works as an interventionist for students who are newcomers or who need extra help with reading, writing, listening, or speaking. He quickly recognized that the paper-based packets that were being sent home were just not adequate to help students improve things like listening comprehension skills. So he has begun recording lessons, uploading them to YouTube, and sending links directly to families so they get the lessons they need. And these links can only be opened by the people he invites, so they're private as well. The great thing about this is Hugo lives in the community that he serves, and his passion for family and community engagement clearly fuel the learning opportunities that he is creating. I'd really invite you to take a listen to this 15-minute podcast episode in the top right-hand corner. Really inspiring man and somebody who's doing some great things for his students. So I wanted to go through some of the resources that he mentioned. First of all, if you're interested in reading a little bit more, Hugo was profiled in the Orange Observer. That's a newspaper out of Florida, and he was the Influencer of the Week. So there's lots of great information about him. It's Q&A status, and also we have this great photo of him, which we don't have frequently for our guests. Another thing that Hugo mentioned, which I'm sure, unless you're living under a rock, you've heard by now, is many people are using Zoom, which has its fair share of benefits, but also challenges, to be fair. But if you're interested in using Zoom, there are opportunities to use it for free as an educator. I'll put that link in the top right-hand corner as well. He's been recording these on Zoom and then uploading them to YouTube so that his students and their families can watch them. He also talked a lot about reaching out to families, and while Hugo did not mention this organization, he's directly calling his families, and he is bilingual, so he's able to speak with them in Spanish and in English. Talking Points is a great app that can be used to communicate with families who speak different languages. Really getting a lot of well-deserved attention right now. We actually interviewed the founder of that company, Hee-Jae Lim, about a year and a half ago about the work that they're doing there, and right now, obviously, it's more important than ever. So you'll find a link to Talking Points in the top right-hand corner. They're a great organization. Check them out if you are interested. And finally, the work that Hugo is trying to do depends greatly on having important or effective lessons for English learners and newcomers. I wanted to let everybody know that our Elevation Distance Learning site, which I have shown a few times on this particular series, has just been updated with a new activity called Building Bricks and Mortar. And this is an activity that focuses a lot on vocabulary acquisition and language development. As you can see, as always, we have these available in both English and in Spanish. And one thing I wanted to point out, other than the fact that these are free for anyone who would like to use them, is that there are some great resources here. And we've added this homeschool connection piece, recognizing that many people, like myself, are working with their children to try to make sure that their education continues during these widespread school closures. So do check out our Elevation Distance Learning website. On the homepage, you'll find lots of ways to navigate. You can also access the ELL community there as well, where you can listen to podcasts, watch this video series, and obviously share your story. That is it for this edition of our Look for the Helper series. We will be back again tomorrow with another edition. Thank you so much for joining us. Stay safe and take care of each other.